Добрий день, я
Hello, welcome everyone. I'm Olga Tamanova. This is Ukraine Media Center at Ukraine Forum. It is the 9th day of the war and 154th day since the beginning of the full-scale invasion. And right now we are going to discuss the situation in Mykolaiv region. We have with us Vitaliy, the military governor of Mykolaiv region. Hello, Vitaliy. Hello. So, what was the situation over the last day in Mykolaiv region? Over the last day, we had 21 missile attacks and 28 shelling. Two civilians were injured. As for the locations, there were, as usual, some infrastructural items, including transport and electric supply systems. Some of them were restored, and in 3 hours we are going to fully restore the electric supply for the Varvaryivka district. And generally the situation is under control. The armed forces are getting ready for counter-advance. They are quite effective in their actions, and we are also observing situation with Antonov Mist. So we saw your message today and the message of many other people of General Marchenko coming back to Mykolaiv region. Can you comment? Indeed, General Marchenko is coming back to strengthen the interaction of the military administration and the armed forces. So that's the task he has, to support the work from the partisans and to support the administration in some areas which I will not disclose, but he will have some tasks to implement in Mykolaiv and Kherson regions. And what about the humanitarian situation in the region? We understand that some districts of Mykolaiv are without electricity supply. Yes, but there are no other problems. So in 3 hours, the electricity supply will be restored, and there will be no other problems with Mykolaiv. Lots of transport vehicles were damaged, including municipal transportation, and these are the challenges dealt with by the mayor of Mykolaiv. And as for the evacuation, we have already evacuated the people who needed to be evacuated. There is armored conflict, and we are also providing the humanitarian supplies to those who stayed. So last time we discussed the activities against the supporters of the enemy. Are there any results? Well, the results will be available in a week. There are some effects, and the persons who are providing useful information to us, they are not taking any reward for that. So generally we are collecting quite a lot of information, and the results will manifest soon. We've got a question from the ICTV channel about the fates of the shipbuilding university and the teachers training university. Okay, for the teachers training, we are still studying the situation. As for the ship university, it's going to resume educational process since mid-September. They have resumed already possibilities for offline education. A part of the building was destroyed and it will not be in use, but another part will be in use. We will have to adjust the boiler room to make sure that the central heating is available for the university and the dormitories. So the university will be worked despite the intentions to destroy it. The professors are there, they have survived, and the training will be provided. So generally, we understand that you are planning to resume the education since September for everyone, including for schools. Yes, we will have education available, but the question for now is only about the format. For the schools and kindergartens, in many cases, they will be working online, although in northern districts of the region, there can be other options like offline education according to the decisions of the local authorities. And what about the higher educational institutions in Mykolaiv region? Did they get enough school graduates? Well, that's a difficult question. Uh, we have the martial law, we have the war, and they were able to get the admissions of about 50% of what they did in previous years. And what about people? Do they still are they still live in the region, or do you see them living in vast numbers? Actually, no. There are many people in this city. There is a big number of private vehicles, and also there is harvesting campaign. Your questions, dear colleagues. Hello. Current form. Two questions. First one, will the grain will be exported from the ports of Mykolaiv as a part of this grain agreement? And also, Mykolaiv is under shelling for 5 days already. When do you expect positive changes? Thank you for your questions. Answering your question number one, we wait until the first ships from Ilychivsk and Yuzhny reach their destinations. If that is successful, then we will count the rates, and then the decision will be made by the owners of the grain. If it is economically affordable, we will pose no obstacles to this. So we are watching the developments under this grain agreement. As for your second question, yes, we are being shelled and attacked by missiles over the last 5 days. Some of the S-300 systems have been destroyed already. We know about the locations of some other ones. So we are working on that, and the armed forces of Ukraine are working on that. So hopefully in a week or two, this situation will be resolved. As for the aircrafts using the missiles, we can only use air defense, so I can't really comment about this. But as for the artillery systems, we are expecting results in a week or two. We also understand that the houses of many residents are damaged. How are you dealing with this issue? Well, in the long-term run, there is the President's program, Fast Recovery. So the people who have lost their houses will benefit from it. But we will be able to do this after the armed conflict in our region is over. Right now, there are some preparations underway. We have some construction materials available for quick repairs, but because of the shellings that happen on a regular basis, the problem does exist. In the city, we are dealing with the issue with the team of the mayor. As for other places close to the contact line, The issue is more difficult there, and people will be temporarily living in other locations. Thank you. This was Vitaliy, the military governor of Mykolaiv region. Thank you for finding time to join us. And we, dear colleagues, will have here the conversation with Sergei Brachuk, the Speaker of Odessa Regional Administration, who will be discussing